So this is the first 24 hours in Huntsville, Texas. It's not actually quite 24 hours, but it's as good as. And that first 24 hours has been, as Texas is itself, full of extremes. So we arrived after travelling for about 18 hours. I left my house yesterday about half past 9 in the morning, and we got to Huntsville really about 4 in the morning UK time. So it was quite full on, and the hotel was a slight disappointment, and we sort of feared for our lives a little bit, but I'll tell you a bit more about that in a minute. We arrived at the airport. We waited in customs for what seemed like days. We queued to queue. It was very British and very unlike the Americans. We got our car, and the guy was amazing. In Britain, whenever you hire a car, it's as if they're conning you, and all of the salons and everything. But he upgraded us to a much better car. It's beautiful, with a sat nav included. Couldn't have done any more, and he actually offered me a job. So if I don't come back, this project might be, rather than me falling in love with a man on death row, it might be that I've got a job at Alamo Car Hire, and that's why I'm staying in Houston. We'll see how that works out. Anyway, the hotel, so we arrived. You have to remember it's like Saturday night, and it all just was a bit, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. Everything was very tired, and it just felt very unsafe. And we both separately, Rachel and I, had these thoughts, and very tentatively approached each other about it. And so this morning we ended up doing a recce and moving hotel to somewhere where we feel a lot safer, and it's much nicer. And also there is a police conference coming here this evening, so we couldn't be safer probably if we tried. So day one has been amazing. We have been to the places that I've spent the last 18 months looking at on the internet, and they're suddenly there in front of me, and that's pretty surreal in many ways. We went and had a drive around the prison where the execution chamber is. When I say drive round, I mean the outside of it, obviously not a drive through the prison. We went to Cafe Texan for a brunch-style meal, which was amazing. They smoke in the cafe. There is actually a smoking area. Very strange. Also, everywhere has free Wi-Fi. So although it feels you're on a set from Back to the Future, it's all comes with free Wi-Fi. It's amazing. We went and had a look at Sam Houston's grave, which was a grave. And we had to drive out to Lake Livingston, which was beautiful. And that felt like we were actually on holiday. We had a Diet Coke sat in a chair with the sun. It was beautiful. We've got some really good images already. Done a bit of filming, and I think it lays really good foundations for what we are going to do the rest of our stay here. So I'm not really sure what else there is to tell you, apart from it's a very strange experience, but I think everyone knew it was going to be, really. Huntsville is an odd town, and I think we're going to get quite a lot of good material off of it. I'll post some pictures. I'm not going to give away all the good stuff because it might go in the show, but hopefully we'll be able to give you some good things to look at along the way. Okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow.